The stately Victorian manor house was built in 1876 by the founder of Manitou Springs, Dr. William Bell. A historical description of the Briarhurst Manor. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Dolby Energy. Clean, jitter-free focus for long nights of research, editing, and investigating the unknown. Order directly from Dolby.gg and use discount code ParanormalHive at checkout for a 10% off your order. Every purchase helps support the show and keeps these investigations going. Some ink carries more than pigment. Some carries spirit. At Royal Blood Tattoo Studio in Colorado Springs, Tahani Orozco, an international award-winning tattoo artist, creates ash-infused memorial tattoos and medical tattooing designed to honor life, loss, and a connection beyond the physical. These are sacred pieces, and only a limited number are accepted. Mention Paranormal Hive to receive 20% off tattoos while availability lasts. Call 719-491-6016 or follow at redxqueen.inc. Now booking in Syracuse, New York, April 16th through 22nd, and at the Tattoo Convention, September 18th to the 20th. Some stories are meant to live forever on skin. I'm Stephen Rapsey, and this is Paranormal Hive. Briarhurst Manor stands at 404 Manitou Avenue in Manitou Springs, Colorado, a pink sandstone estate built in the late 19th century. The first version of the home went up in 1872, constructed by Dr. William A. Bell, a British physician and co-founder of the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad. That original structure didn't survive. A fire destroyed it in the 1880s. Bell rebuilt the manor in 1888, this time in a dramatic Gothic style, using local stone and ornate architectural details that still define the property today. The estate once stretched across 20 acres, complete with orchards, stables, a greenhouse, and gardens that framed the house like a private world of its own. The land beneath it, however, had a history long before Bell arrived. Manitou Springs was considered sacred by indigenous nations, who believed the mineral springs held healing and spiritual power. That belief never fully faded. It simply blended with the Victorian era's fascination with the supernatural. Staff and visitors have reported vases sliding or being thrown, sometimes with enough force to shatter. Silverware has been seen shifting across tables as if guided by an unseen fingertips. One of the most consistent reports involves apparitions of children, small figures darting through the corridors, the sound of light footsteps, described as the distinct tap of Victorian-era children's boots, often leads toward what used to be the children's room. In the master bedroom, motion sensors have triggered with no visible presence in the room. Staff have described the sensation of someone walking past them, a shift in the air, a brush of movement, even when they're alone. The manor's reputation eventually drew the attention of paranormal investigators, including the team from Ghost Hunters, who documented unexplained activity during their time inside the house.
There's a room with a crooked window, letting in the late day gold. swear the air felt warmer than the stories I've been told. Found a note tucked in a floorboard, just a name and half a day. Funny how the smallest things can make a moment feel like fate. And I don't know why it hit me, but the quiet felt alive, like the past was just a neighbor who never learned to say goodbye. There's a scar along the ceiling from a fire long before. Someone patched it up with patience, left the rest to keep its lore. Every place has its own heartbeat. Some just hide it in the walls. You can hear it if you're listening when the afternoon light falls. And I don't know why it hit me, but the quiet felt alive, like the past was just a neighbor who never learned to say goodbye. Maybe we're
Manitou Springs is a place where folklore grows naturally. The springs were believed to be spiritually charged, and that belief shaped how later generations interpreted the strange events inside Briarhurst. Some locals say the children seen in the manor may be tied to the Bell family's own history, echoes of time when the estate was full of life, noise, and movement. Others believe the land itself holds memory, and that the activity inside the manor is less about ghosts and more about imprints, emotional recordings left behind by the people who lived, worked, and died there. These interpretations aren't presented as fact. They are part of the cultural memory surrounding the manor, but they help explain why Briarhurst hauntings feel so personal, so specific, and so persistent. So what can we say with certainty? The manor was built in 1888 after a fire destroyed the original home. It was constructed by Dr. William A. Bell, a key figure in the founding of Manitou Springs. The architecture and materials match the Gothic Victorian style of the era. The estate once covered 20 acres and included extensive outbuildings and gardens. Multiple witnesses have independently reported moving objects, apparitions, and unexplained footsteps. The land itself was considered spiritually significant long before the manor existed. What remains unexplained is the consistency, the way the same phenomena repeat across decades, across witnesses, and across generations. If you enjoyed these stories and want to hear more, drop me a message at paranormalhive.live. I'm Stephen Rapsey, and you've been listening to Paranormal Hive.
The signal fades, but the questions remain. Until next time.